Yes, Gasheads, and welcome to the first installment of the Blue and White predictions. I mean, I'm going live solo on here, and yeah, we might have a few teething issues. Also, if I'm looking this way, I've got my laptop there as well, so I can flick through a few things as well. I am buzzing. 154 of you got involved with this little well, not little, it's a big series that we're going to do this season. And it's basically going to be like, if you've ever watched Hemmings versus Hayner, me versus Charlie, it's basically me versus you this time instead of me versus him. We're still going to have Hemmings versus Hayner as well. Also, apologies if I keep lagging and stuff. My Wi-Fi's been a bit weird today. I think running it off of two devices maybe a little bit odd. So if you are in the comments, I can see Jake. Hello, Jake, mate. How are you? Hopefully you can hear me, Jake, and my Wi-Fi is not too bad. But yes, it's basically you versus me. We get a lot of stick, so much stick, that we are rubbish and that our predictions are washed. Well, let's have it then. If you think that is the case, let's have it. Firstly, if you are joining us live, say hello in the comments. And I'm streaming on Facebook, on YouTube, and on X, Twitter today as well. So giving it all a good go, sharing it to every platform. If you're watching back as well, leave your thoughts in the predictions or in the comments below. You've probably already got involved. That's why we're doing this. And this is the first episode of the Blue and White's prediction. So let's have a little look at this then. So I've got everything here. I've got a nice new little layout for everything. Jake, how's your live with Charlie been out? Yeah, we've just finished, mate. We did an hour and 15 minutes. It's on Talking Gas podcast. So go over there and check it out. And we mentioned you, don't you worry, in depth. So our first game of the season then that we're here to predict is York City away. Like I said, 154 of you got involved in these predictions, and there was a general consensus really that you're feeling confident, which is weird considering our opening day record, you know. So I am, I am, I don't know. I am confident. I am confident, but at the same time, York City right now, they're in a bit of a disarray. They're in a little bit of a weird phase. They've just made a really weird decision, sacking Stuart Maynard, you know. So they haven't taken to Scott Lindsay very well at the minute. He's not the most warm of managers, is he? He's not really a Stuart Maynard. So it's going to take a lot for them to buy into him. But there's no better way of doing that than beating us on the opening game of the season. So it's going to be a tough game. I mean, I've just come off a live with Hayner and Neil. Go and check that out. And not only is it one win in the last 14 on the opening day, it's actually only 2 wins in the last 20. So I am considering the opening game of the season, the Peterborough Carabao Cup game. Hopefully we've shrugged that off. And yeah, I don't want to start the season slow again. I've predicted us to finish third in the league. I don't know about you. You can leave your thoughts in the comments below. If you're in the live chat now, you know, let us know. So but yeah, for me personally, I don't want to say league champs gas like Hayner is, so I'm trying to play it safe and go third. I don't know if I can deal. I don't know if my heart can deal with playoffs this season. But I take it. Like I would take it. Fundamentally, I would take it. I'll just bring the camera in a bit closer. So yeah, just like I said, if you've just joined us now, this is the first episode of the Blue and White predictions. Just bear with me if there's a few teething issues. By the end of the stream, I'll figure out a lot more stuff that this we can do. So let's get into this. So, like I say, it's my predictions versus yours. Jerry says, "Now we will batter them." I hope so, mate. I really do. So the first thing I asked you was the match result. Basically, what do you think it is going to be? Rovers win, a draw, or York City? Well, here they are. So we've both gone for a Bristol Rovers win. So that's a good start, I suppose. We agree. To be fair, we agree on quite a lot of stuff today, so strap in. But you've gone 76% of fans out of 154 votes. 76% of you said that Rovers will win. There were a few draws. There was a little bit more of you that thought York would win, but again, I guess if you take our opening game of the season record into account, maybe that isn't that strange. But either way, 76% of you of 154 said that you believe that Rovers will get a win on the opening game of the season. I like that. Me too. We then looked at the final score, and once again, we agree. We've both gone 2-1. 23% of the vote was 2-1. So, what does this say? Josh, please answer to this. I'm answering to you, mate. Hope you're well. Up the gas. Yeah. 23% of you said it's a 2-1 away win. I mean, it might not look like a lot, but when you've got, 1-1s, 1-0, 3-1s, 3-0s, all this stuff wrapped in, 23% was the overriding vote, So, yeah, I mean, it's a narrow win, isn't it? It's not a comfortable win, but it's a win, and I would take it. It might even put us at the top of the table, depending on, the results elsewhere. Regots, I'm like your biggest fan. I appreciate that. I really, really do. That means the world to me, mate. So I really appreciate that. Thank you very much. If you ever see me down the men, please come say hi. So we both agree so far. Do we differ? Well, once again, we don't. Because with both teams to score, we've both gone yes. Because we've all predicted basically a 2-1 win. So 75% of the vote say yes. I also agree. I do think it's going to be hard to keep York out. They've got Ollie Pearce up front. I think Hayner said on the stream we've just done, it's 62 goals in the last 2 seasons. That's ridiculous at York. So that's going to be incredibly hard to keep out. But if anyone's going to do it, Harbottle, Balmer, Kieran Kelly, Alfie Kilgore, Brad Young, and that spine, yeah, that is depth, isn't it? We then move on to the one that we actually firstly disagree with. So this is our first disagreement of the entire prediction series, I suppose. It was first goal scorers. Now, or first goal scorer, singular. I said Tommy Lee, and you say Fabrizio Caven. 27% of you said Fabrizio Caven. The second player that you said would score is Tommy Lee. I think it was something like 18% of the votes. So fairly confident, really, I guess. The overall feeling is that Fab. The thing is Fab. Well, he probably will start, won't he? He probably will start. He probably will start, but it's one of them ones where I'm still not overly convinced that Evans and Raynor actually not rate him, because they obviously have spoken about him very highly, but League Two wise, I think they want your 2 battering rams. You want they want your Quigleys, your Ellises up top. So for me, I've gone Tommy Lee. I just think he's what I would describe as inevitable, clutch. He's just mustard, isn't he? He's just absolutely mustard. But you've gone Fabrizio Caven as the first goal scorer for the Gas. And I don't mind that at all. I do not mind that at all. I really, really don't. We then look at the minute of the first goal. Now, this, I think I said in the form that you filled out, this is worth triple points. I think. Don't quote me on that, but I think it's worth triple points. Now, I went for 32 minutes, and 8%, which again was the overriding number, said 17 minutes. So I'm not going to do closest point wins. Or am I? Oh, actually, maybe I am, Maybe I am. Maybe we'll do 1 point for the closest time. 3 points if you get it bang on. Let's do that, because I'm not very good at this bit, so I need to try and claw some points straight away, really, to try and get out ahead of you. So you've gone 17 minutes with 8% of the vote, and I've gone 32 minutes. We then look at total yellows. I've gone 5. This is my obligatory 5. And 36% of you have gone 3. I don't know, man. This is the opening game of the season. Do you think it's going to be that quiet? I don't know. I don't think it will be that quiet. I think it's going to be tasty, you know. I think you're going to have some big hitters in there. A lot of people up for the challenge. You've got an Evans and a Rayner who are really pushing the team to strive for success this season. They don't mind a tackle, them boys. And then you've got York as well, trying to prove to Scott Lindsay that they should be in his side. I mean, I actually think if Stuart Maynard stayed at York, I would have probably predicted him in the playoffs minimum. But he hasn't. So I haven't. We then look at if you believe there will be a red card in the game. We both agree. We both said no. I don't see it. I don't see it. I do think it might be a little bit spicy when it comes to tackles and challenges and XYZ. I mean, Shaq Ford's destined, isn't he, to get a yellow? He does anyway, let alone at his old side that he went on loan at and scored 9 goals for them. But I can see myself lagging. I can see myself lagging here, but not on this. So hopefully you're still with me. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be that type of game. I don't think there's going to be a red. Who knows? I could be wrong. And we finish off this section with, do you think there's going to be a penalty in the match? We also both agree with no again. So 90% of you this time say no, you do not believe there will be a penalty in the match. Team, let me know what you think of the graphics as well as everything. I've tried pretty hard with these. I'm no obviously artiste, but I've tried. I've kept it on font, kept it on theme with my font that I use for GasFanTV. And yeah, just let me know how you're feeling. I'm trying to keep these nice and fun, nice and interactive. I know there's only a handful of you here live now, but I don't have the biggest YouTube channel, nothing like the Talking Gas. So yes, let me know what you think in the comments below if you're watching back or in the live chat right now. So that's it. That's the end of our predictions. I mean, let's go through these again, right? Let's go through these again. We both think we're going to win. We both think it's a 2-1 win at that. We both think both teams are going to score. We kind of differ here on the first Rovers goal scorer. I think Tommy Lee, you say Fabrizio Caven, Jerry Tremaine, absolutely unbelievable. That's why he's here. All looking very professional, and I'm a graphic designer. Thank you, mate. I have tried hard with these, to be fair. Maybe a little bit too long, you know, worrying about the centralization of things. Yeah, they're looking pretty good. I mean, I've got my laptop here is what I'm looking at and my phone there. So, yeah, I'm fairly happy. I'm fairly happy. I do need to, I've just realized I need to move my head in this one because it goes left to right. Anyway, that's me being picky. We then said that I said there would be 5 yellows. You said 3. 32 minutes. I said the first goal be scored. You said 17, and we both agree that there will be no red card and no penalty. So there we go. Now we move in then to the final little thing, which is my lineup. We've gone to green. Look at that. This is going pretty well, mate. Although I'm lagging. I am lagging on my laptop, so I don't know if I'm lagging your end. So that's a bit of a worry, but we can yeah, okay, so there is, except for the lag. So there is a lag, unfortunately. That is frustrating. But I guess we'll be able to try and render that and fix that at some point. Maybe I don't use my laptop from now on, who knows. But either way, I've gone for a 4-3-2, no, a 4-3-1-2. I've gone Young in goal, Southern Hells at right back, Balmer and Harbaugh and Sparks. I just feel like Kilgore is still nursing that injury, that hernia. I don't know. I think Balmer and Harbaugh as well right now are a bit of an immovable object, I would describe them. Bazatron has said, okay, that's not Bazatron. I clicked the wrong one. No crazy predictions section. No, there's not. Not with this. It's too hard to tally that up. I like things that I can actually get a percentage on, yes or no, if you know what I mean. Clicking an option rather than typing in all the crazy predictions. Maybe next season, if I don't know, I'll pip my crazy prediction with the best crazy prediction. But that really is me for just more from me and Hayner, really. It's too hard to tally up, Bazatron, my friend. If you want to let me know a crazy prediction, drop it in the comments. But Mola, Smallwood, and Lee make up the midfield. Shaq in the 10, and Joe Quigley and Fabrizio Caven up top. I call that the Hippodrome and Toblerone partnership. So I think that it's a balanced side. Ideally, I would like a 3-4-1-2. That is what I would preferably play. I just think Evans has gone off it a little bit. I don't know why. But I do expect it to be a back four. And I just think this is more than enough to go out and beat a kind of limbo York side at the minute. We're not quite sure what's going to happen there. Marcus said he didn't realise that Alfie was still nursing his injury. He is. He's had a few injections in the groin, so obviously that's painful. They've left him out kind of for management reasons as well, just to make sure that he's doing okay for the start of the season. If he's fit, if you all know my opinion, if he's fit and we play a back three, Alfie goes straight in there for me. But what do I know? So there we go, team. I can see myself lagging again. Again, like I said, this get this one out early, so we can hopefully work out what the issue is. I'll watch it all back as well. We've been going 16 minutes. I'll probably go for anywhere between 15 to 20 every week. Thank you so much for getting involved. Like I said, it was 154 of you, and hopefully we can work on that number as we go throughout the season. More and more people can get involved, and hopefully we can have a bigger predictions league. I am confident that I'm going to kick your ass, and I'm sure you're confident that you're going to beat me. So yes, I will leave it there. We've now got 51 people as I'm about to say goodbye and cheerio. This is my starting 11. Let me know yours in the comments below. Like, comment, share, subscribe, all of that good stuff. If you are going on Saturday, it feels like a Friday today. Anyone else? Oh, it's because it's my last working day of the week this week. I'm not working tomorrow. That's why. But yes, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you're going, travel safe, as I was saying. Get there nice and early. Support the boys. This could be one hell of a season. It could be one hell of a season if we get this right. So let's hope for the best. And yeah, nothing really more to add other than thank you very much for getting involved. I really, really appreciate it. The support over the summer has been absolutely ridiculous. Over 2.1 million views across all platforms, 600 new followers, etc. So we're building a community. I love that. And yeah, my first game of the season will be Newport at home. And if you're going to York, be loud, be proud, and bring home the 3 points. Take care, everyone. And as always, up the gas. Up the gas. Come on the